Hi guys, welcome to Jazz Journey. Today we have an exciting video. I love playing with palettes and we have a new one. On this video guys, we're going to be going over and inside the new palette from AABH or Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Rose Metals. I'm also going to be creating an eye makeup look, everyday wear. But I'm also going to share guys, I feel like I found a palette that has very similar shades, similar pigmentation, similar colors from the new palette. I'm going to put that side by side, and that's how I created this eye makeup look. I have so much to talk about, so guys, let's go ahead and get started. Talking about the ABH new palette. It's called Rose Metals. I was skeptical if I was going to get it or not. I'm glad I got it. So the palette was released on Monday, September 26th. The price for this palette is $55. For this palette, it brings 12 shades. You're going to find metallics, matte, sparkling tones in this palette. There's only one shade that they don't recommend to put near your eyes or near your eyelids, and that's the shade Dune, which is matte shade. In this palette, I do appreciate that they do let you know, but it's only one shade in this palette. I have used it twice already and I haven't gotten anything negative or any stains at all. So, and I actually like that shade in that palette. So the packaging for this new palette, as you can see, is very chic, very pretty, very sleek. I love the metal tone of it, and then in the back you get to see shades. You open the palette. If you search for metallic texture, this is exactly how it looks like. It could be a little bit more rough or just how it is, or even just sleek lines. So this I appreciate. They really went into details, at least in my point of view. And in here you get to see that rose gold as well in the corners, which is what comes from the name, and it's the same thing you get in the box. So really pretty. And you will see that the pans are bigger because you're getting more product, almost 200% more of every shade than our original palette. And if you will see, it's because the pans are a lot bigger, but you're getting less shades here. It does say it's going to be 12 new shades here. It's going to be easy to apply, blendable for everyday use or everyday wear. It's a buildable color, so you could build the colors. It will not feel patchy at all. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show you guys the first tutorial, and then I'm gonna show you the second eye makeup look using the palette, which is Ciate London. I was searching to find out more about it, but it does say sold out. The price for this palette is $45. Is I Am a Woman, What's Your Superpower? And I love that every shade is a powerful woman. So cute. I feel like it was very close, very spot on. So I just wanted to play with it and try it out side by side, share with you guys on this video in case you guys have it, or in case it's available again. I think this will be a good palette to use because I feel like the shades are so similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills. For the first look, it's going to be an everyday look. We're going to be using two matte and two metallic shades. The first shade we are going to be using is the Sun Rose. We are using a blending brush, but it's much smaller and denser, and we're going to apply that in the crease and just blend that in the crease and upwards, and continue building until you're happy with the shade. I continue to apply more in the crease, and I am going to be using a bigger blending brush and blend that upwards. Next, we're using the shade Haze. It's a metallic shade. It's easier to use the fingers. I'm just going to apply that in the lid from the corner up to almost the center of the eye, and just build that until I was happy with it. Then we're going to go back to that shade that we used, the matte Sun Rose, and just apply that in the outer corner, just to build it and just to meet those two shades together. Then we are going to be using the shade Dune, and we are going to put that in the outer V and just go ahead and build that in the outer corner. once I was happy with the Dune shade in the outer V, I need to add a little bit more of the Sun Rose because I feel like it faded off, and then I just blend those two together so there's no harsh lines. We're just going to finish this look, and we're going to be working in the bottom lash line. We're going to start with the most intense shade, and that one is Dune, and apply that very close to the lash line. Once we blend that, then we're just going to add right underneath that the lighter shade, which is Sun Rose, which are the only two matte shades we use for this look. To finish this look, we're just going to use the last metallic shade, and that is going to be Heavenly. I just love how this look came out. It was so easy to use. I'm enjoying this palette. We're gonna go ahead and move on to look number 2. I do want to say that only these 5 shades were so similar from both palettes, but any other shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills could not compare to the Ciate London palette. To start off and warming up the crease, we're going to use Sun Rose from ABH or Joan of Arc from Ciate London. We're going to blend that in and then blend that upwards just to warm up that crease. I really love those shades. Then we're going to move on to these other 2 shades to kind of get that crease more intense. And you will see that one was more pigmented, or at least the pigmentation of it was a lot darker. But once you build it and you blend it out, the colors were pretty much similar. Those were the only 2 matte shades, and we're going to start with the metallic shades, and we're going to start with the inner corner, and you will see the pigmentation and how bright these shades are. So this is going to be the first one. We're going to put that right in the inner corner. Then we're going to put the second shade, which is Rose Fire, and we're going to put that right in the center. And I also like how these colors look. And then last, we are going to put a darker burgundy tone right in the outer corner, and then we're just going to add extra matte to intensify that color. Since I'm using my fingers, I try not to put too much of that shimmer too out in that corner, because we're going to build that up with that matte shade that we used previously. And then we're just going to blend it out to create that outer V. We're going to do the same thing in the bottom. I just used 2 colors in the bottom. I forgot to record that part, just to add those 2 tones, the matte that we used in the lash line. So guys, what is my take on this palette? I love this palette. The first day I tried, which is the first look that I shared, the first tutorial, I feel like the colors, you just put it on your eyelid, you just blend it a little bit, and it did the work for you. I don't know, that's how it felt. It felt so easy to blend together. I felt like the colors came together so easily. I felt like one color alone that I use, you could intensify that as your crease, and then just blend it upwards to give it a much lighter shade on the top, and you would have been good to go. I really like the pigmentation on those 2 colors, so I feel like for everyday use was perfect. The colors, when you see it at first, I feel like it doesn't scream so much like so creative colors or fun palette, but I feel like the palette is perfect for the fall, and I feel like it will go well with every season, meaning for everyday use. So I think this palette is going to be one that I'm going to take with me in the car for everyday wear. I do like the pigmentation. I don't know, I didn't really get much fallout at all. I have been doing the eye makeup look with my makeup on. I don't have any fallout. Maybe it could be the brush that I'm using, or maybe I'm not picking so much. I do notice when I pick the tones with the brush, nothing comes out from the brush either, so that's a little bit different versus the other palette that I use. I do like the size of the mirror. I like the packaging. I like that it stays really clean. Sometimes when you're swatching and trying the colors, you could easily dirty the palette, but I do like that it did not get dirty at all. It's easy to just maneuver and hold. I just like how sleek and modern it looks. And yeah guys, I really like it. I feel like the only thing missing here, which is not something that you need, but could you imagine if the pigmentations smell like roses? I think that would have been perfect. I think that would just bring everything together to just give me that rose metal vibe that is the theme for this palette. So guys, thank you for watching this video, for spending some time with me playing with the new palettes and then putting it side by side with another palette that was pretty interesting and pretty sneaky, I think. And you know, when you swatch it, I don't think sometimes it's the same until you try them on, and that's what I wanted to do on this video. So thank you guys again. If you're new, I welcome you to subscribe so you guys to see some more of these type of videos. And until the next video guys, bye.